A brand new year, some brand new Canva features. Canva didn't stop during the holidays. They continue to create some good features, some Canva goodness, and ship them. And therefore, as we come back and start the 2023, we need to catch up. So that's exactly what we are going to do in this episode. I have 10 new Canva features we need to discuss. Let's go. What is up guys, Ronnie here. Welcome back to our channel. This is the best place, the best channel for you to learn about Canva. We have over 350 tutorials for you to discover Canva, for you to become an expert at Canva. So feel free to look around our channel. This show, in particular, What's Hot in Canva, will show you what's new in Canva, all the latest features that Canva rolled out. So let's get cranking. We have a lot to cover today, about 10 novelty, and I suggest we start with what's new in presentation. All right, the first new feature in presentation, Canva calls this adding more magic to magic shortcuts. This has to do with the magic shortcuts. So let me show you how this works. So right here, I have a Canva presentation. This is part of my Canva master course. Doesn't really matter. The first thing we need to do is to simply get into presenter mode. Okay, so you can simply hit the present button right here. You can hit this arrow right here expanding, so you will go full screen. Doesn't really matter. So me, I'm going to hit that button right here. So once you are in presenter mode, what you have to do is simply to locate this menu right here. So you see, I just clicked on my slide and you'll see this little keyboard right here that says magic shortcut. So if you click here, you'll have a list of all the different magic shortcuts. So if you click on quiet, for example, this is what's going to happen. And you will hear a sound effect for every single shortcut. So this is just an easy way to bring on the magic shortcuts without having to remember them from your keyboard. And by all means, the keyboard shortcuts still work as well. For example, if I hit the O key, we'll bring on the bubbles, as you can see. And so this menu is great if you are a big fan of magic shortcut, because Canva introduced recently the seasonal magic shortcut. So right now we can still see the jingle bells from the end of the year holiday. So jingle bells is the J key on my keyboard, and this is what it does. Brings a nice jingle bell. So there you go, just a little improvement when it comes to magic shortcut. You can now find this convenient menu right here, just summing up all of the different magic shortcuts. So well done. All right, let's move on to the second new feature related to presentation still. I'm talking about captions in talking presentation. So for that, I'm going to use the same presentation here, since we are still working with presentation. So the first thing I need to do is to obviously create a talking presentation. So very easily, I'm just gonna hit the present button right here, and I'm gonna choose this time present and record. Okay, so present and record. I'm gonna go next. Go to the recording studio. This is going to send me to the recording studio. So once you are in the recording studio, you should see something similar to this. So you have these two buttons right here, these two lists from which you can choose your inputs. Okay, so your camera input and your audio input. I'm fine with this setup, so I'm just gonna hit the start recording. Canva will show me a countdown, and then when it gets to 0, I'm ready to record. So what's up everyone, Ronnie here. In this webinar about why you should become better at design, we are going to cover a couple of different points that are very important for beginner designers, but also if you really want to make a living of your design work. So I'm gonna stop the presentation right here, because all I want to show you is these convenient captions that Canva auto generates for you. So let's see how they were created. All right, so this is just a little blurb. I'm going to stop the recording, and Canva is going to process that recording and then send me back to the editor. Okay, so I'm gonna save and exit. All right, I do have that. So once you're done recording, Canva will give you a link. All right, so this is the link right here that should have this auto caption generated. So let's test this. Okay, so I copied the link and I just want to open it in a new window right here. So I'm going to open a new window and boom, pasting the link. I'm gonna play this video.
To 0, I'm ready to record.
Okay, so my video is here. What I want to see, show subtitles. You see this button right here? This is the novelty. This is the button that Canva recently added that should make our lives easier. So generating the subtitles takes a couple of seconds. All right, so Canva did its thing. It was generating the subtitles. It lasted, I would say, a minute, but after a minute, this is what happened. I started to see subtitles, captions popping up on screen. So let's play the video. Let's play it back.
0, I'm ready to record. So, what's up everyone? Ronnie here. In this webinar about why you should become better at design, we are going to cover a couple of different points that are very important for beginner designers, but also if you really want to make a living of your design work.
Okay, so I'm pretty surprised by the reliability of these subtitles. This, guys, is giving me a lot of hope, because if Canva can auto-generate subtitles for my talking presentations just based on my voice, it means we are very close to having auto subtitles for video in general in Canva. I mean, I am no wizard, I have no crystal ball, but if they can generate subtitles for a talking presentation, they should be very close to generating subtitles for any video. And so therefore, we could reasonably expect a new feature which would be generating subtitles for any video we create in Canva in the coming month, maybe in the coming weeks. I don't know. I honestly don't know if this is in the pipeline, but this impresses me. All right, so very impressive feature right now, only in talking presentation. This will be available to all users, so free users, pro users, and all of the different plans. You just need to be able to access the recording studio. So only when you're using Canva on a computer so far, not the mobile experience. All right, how about we move on to the next categories of features or updates, and let's talk a little bit about some new user experience, user interface tweaks that Canva brought to the platform. All right, so in this section, we are going to cover a couple of different improvements in the user experience or in the design of the platform of Canva. The first one being the redesign of the templates tab. So the first tab that sits on top of your object panel right here before used to be called templates, and now it's called design. So under design, you will be able to find different design related things like your templates, but also your layouts. You see all presentation layouts, and also your style button. So the idea behind this change is simply that I believe Canva wanted to regroup different design options that were already available, but put them all under the same tab. So that basically gives us a cleaner interface right here, because what used to be styles was a separate tab, okay? So that you would find your styles tab, and now styles are just tucked under the design tab. So just know that simple redesign, templates becomes design, and you'll find your templates, your layout. If you are in a presentation document, I still believe layouts are only available in presentation documents, so don't look for Facebook post layouts or Instagram post layouts, because you won't find them, only in presentation. And then you'll have your styles. Something else that is new is that you can now scroll horizontally right here, your color palettes, your recently used, your brand kits right here. So you can scroll vertically and horizontally. And if you do have a second wheel on your mouse, like I do right here, I have this wheel right here and this wheel right here, this will also work. You will be able to scroll horizontally using this little wheel. I'm always up for a simplification of the UI, so I think Canva made the right decision here. Now moving on to the next UI tweak. All right, let's move on to the next UI UX tweak. This one is called Quick Add under the Elements tab. So let's head over the Elements tab. So this is this tab right here. So let me show you how this works. This is basically the equivalent of the keyboard shortcuts when you are on this part of the editor. But the difference is that these work from the search bar right here. So they will allow you to quickly get to your basic lines and shapes, okay? So let's say you're searching for a heart, just type the letter H in that search bar and you'll see a quick add for heart. You will also have hexagon. Let's say you are searching for a circle, So you type C, you'll have your circle, you'll have pie chart, C for chart, or you'll have your bar chart. So basically, these are kind of shortcuts to, I would say, common queries that you will find here. Usually, if I was to find a circle, for example, I would have to go to lines and shape and then scroll horizontally here, find my circle. So it takes longer. So quick add, just a simple way Canva wants you to get to specific elements like your basic shapes, your basic lines, your charts in this instance. I would admit this is not a revolutionary feature, but still improves the quality of work when we're working with Canva. It speeds up our workflow. Now let's move on to the next one. The next tweak I want to talk about is Canva adding the ability to create a brand template, to publish a brand template from the share menu directly. So let's say you want to share this presentation as a template so that your team knows, okay, let's create all our courses on that same template. Okay, so you can now go to the share button right here, and you should see a button allowing you to export this, to publish this as a brand template. So if I click here, you just have to choose your folder where you want your brand template to be exported. By default, it will suggest that you export this in your brand templates folder. And I'll show you where to find it in a second. So if I publish this, let's publish it. There you go, it is published. Now, let me show you where to find this template in your brand templates folder. So for that, I'm gonna start from the Canva homepage. Okay, so this is the Canva homepage. You should see an item in the left side menu called brand. So if you click here, you see a tab right here that says brand templates. So if I click here, I am now seeing this template right here. See, brand templates, it says, and yeah, my team can now use this. I can rename it if I want, and I can open it. When you click on it, when any member of your team clicks on it, they will have the possibility to use this template. And because I am the owner of the template, I can also edit the original, because I am the owner. But someone else in your team won't have that second option. So that is very convenient, in my opinion. You work on a design, you can now simply publish it as a brand template from within your design. You don't have to go through your brand kit or through your brand folder to do so. You can do it straight from the editor. That's a good news. The only thing that you need to be aware of is that publishing as a brand template is a pro feature. So unfortunately, if you're a free user, you won't have access to this feature of publishing as a brand template. All right, moving on, I want to show you something else that's new with brand templates. And again, this will be a Canva Pro only feature because brand templates are for pro users only. But the other thing that's new is that you can publish these brand templates directly from a folder. So that is great if you want to keep everything nice and tidy, nicely organized in your Canva projects, for example. So in order to demonstrate that new feature, I'm going to start again from the Canva homepage, but this time I'm going to hit the project button right here. So projects, this will bring me to all of my projects. I can click on see more. Let's say I want to publish this template, which is related to one of my courses. I'm going to click on Ronnie's courses, Canva Master Course. This is the one. Let's say I want to publish the template here. So the novelty is that you can now create that template directly from this button right here. Add new, and then there you go. You have your brand template here. The difference between doing it like so versus what I just showed you before is that if you do it from here, you are starting the template from scratch. If I click here, you see I am prompted to open a new document and I will have a blank presentation. So you can use that feature if you don't yet have material to work with. You will start from scratch. If you already have a document that you want to use as a template, do what I just showed you before. From within the editor, publishing via the share button. So these are the two novelties, I would say, related to brand templates. Again, only for pro users. And then there is a last little thing that Canva changed in its UI, still related to brand templates, but also your star folder. When you star different elements or templates in Canva, you can find them back later. And that is, they added a special section in a menu when you are browsing the Canva templates. So you are in the template library, meaning you are using the second button right here. So let me do that first. So once you are in the Canva library, you should see a section right here that says your content. content. And this section will show you your brand templates with a little crown for pro users, but also your start folder. So if I click here, I will see every photo, elements, or even templates that I start when using Canva. And I like that Canva did this because it gives the start folder more visibility. Because let's say you are browsing for templates and you find something that you like, for example, this whiteboard right here, I'm gonna star it. And then before you would be, oh, where did this go? Like the start folder, where is it? You would have to go to your home page and then go to your projects and then find the start folder right here. But that was a little bit cumbersome because you were working with templates and all of a sudden you have to switch around, navigate the different menus. But now you're looking for some templates, you are starring them left and right like crazy, and then they are all right there in your start folder. So I think this is a great addition, a little tweak that makes your life easier. The next new feature, still under the user experience category, is that text to image is becoming better. So text to image is this generative AI from Canva generating an image based on a text prompt. So let me show you first where to find it under the apps right here. So click here, text to image. You cannot miss it. All right, so from here, I need to enter a prompt right here in this box. So I want an image of a car flying to the moon in Picasso style. All right, why not? Picasso, let's give Picasso a capital letter. All right, I want this, surprise me, generate the image. So while it's generating my car flying to the moon Picasso style, I want to tell you a little bit about what's new here. So what's new is that previously Canva would generate 2 results for a similar query. Now it's going to give me 4 results. So we went from 2 results to 4 results, which is much better. It's twice as much. But also the number of queries that you can create per day is increasing from 25 per day to 100. So these are the 2 tweaks to text to image. You have more results and you also have more instances, more searches that you can run every single day. So let's have a look at the 4 results here. That's not too bad. I like this one. Let's bring it here. You see, this is really nicely Picasso style. See the moon here. So yeah, it's not too bad. I like this. Just a little bit better. Canva is working on their AI, magic write, text to image. Something tells me we are going to see more of this stuff coming to Canva very soon, because with all the noise on the internet about AI and generative AI for images, for text, for everything, Canva kind of needs to tag along and bring up their A game in this space, because otherwise some other tools are going to be way better than what Canva is showing us. So let's see what they come up with. All right, guys, let's move on to the last UI UX tweak that I have for you today. This one has to do with the brand kit. Okay, so brand kit, for those of you who don't know, is this kit that allows you to save all of your favorite colors, fonts, and text hierarchy directly into Canva, and also your logos. So previously, you would need to go to your Canva homepage, find your brand, and then tweak your brand kit from there, especially the colors. But now you can select the color button and you should see your different brand kits. So this is not new. If you are a free user, you will only have 1 brand kit with only 3 colors. But here with my pro account, we have the different brand kits. Okay, so we have Team Rundy. If I click here, I see all the different brand kits that we have created. So the novelty is that you can edit these brand kits directly from the editor. No need to go back to your brand kit section from your brand section. So if I click on edit, you see I can add colors to my brand kit, or I can modify any of these colors, which I'm not gonna do, otherwise Diana's gonna be mad at me. So I'm gonna cancel this one. You know what? I'm gonna use my own brand kit for Ronnie's brand kit. There you go. So now I can mess around with it. So edit, let's see, I want to add a Canva secondary color. Click here and I can add that color, save it, and it will be stored under this specific brand kit. I'm not gonna do that, I'm gonna cancel that because I also like my current brand kit. So that's just what I wanted to show you. You can now seamlessly edit your brand kits and the colors in your brand kit from within the editor without having to leave back to the Canva homepage. All right, I think that's it for all the user experience, user interface tweaks. Let's now move on to what's new with Canva Video. Okay, the first new feature in the video category is a feature called video speed controls. So this feature will allow us to control the speed at which we play back our videos in Canva. So let me first show you where you will find this. So obviously you need to open a video project. So I have here in the editor already a video project loaded. This is a template. It has 3 pages. So in order to find these video speed control, you will have to select a video, okay? It's not enough to just click on a page that contains video. You need to click on the video clip per se. So right here, we have the clip of this lady right here. Let's make sure we select the video clip first. Then you'll see this playback button. So this is the feature. So click on it. So by default, your speed will be set on 1. So that means 100% of your speed, but you can reduce the speed, make the video go slower by moving the slider towards the left. You can reduce the speed all the way to 0.25, so 25% of the regular speed, or you can increase that speed all the way to 2. So that should be 100% faster than your original clip, if I'm correct. I've never been good at ratios, so forgive me if I'm wrong, but basically your range is 0.25 to 2, and the default is 1. Okay, I see that we have a couple of other options right here. Loop forever in presentation, I believe that is new. Autoplay in presentation, I believe that was already there. Some other important things to mention about this feature. First, let's try it out, okay? So let's play the clip at the normal speed. I'm gonna get rid of the music here, I don't need that music. I want to play this clip at normal speed. Okay, so that is normal speed. Now let's play it with an increased speed, okay? So playback, gonna increase the speed all the way to 2. You see the clip, which used to be 5 seconds, is now 2.5 seconds, so twice as fast. Let's play it, and it plays much faster. It is not natural anymore because we can see she's moving very fast. So that is the first thing to take into consideration. The size of your clip will vary, could become shorter or larger if you changed its speed, and therefore the size of your overall video project. The second thing you need to consider is that when you change the speed of a video clip, you're only changing the speed of that particular video clip, not all the clips in your video project. You'll have to do this one by one, so clip by clip. So in order to prove that to you, I'm just going to move to the second clip right here, select one of them because we have 3 video clips right here. We can see the playback speed is still 1 right here, and for each of these clips. So it would be nice to have a feature to speed up all of the clips in your video project, but it's not there yet. What else to say about this feature? It is available to all users, free and pro, and you will be able to access this either from your desktop or from Canva mobile. So very cool feature. A lot of you have been asking for this for a very long time. So there you go, a little gift from Canva. Now, moving on to another video feature, and this one has to do with transitions. It is called Page Transition Thumbnail Overlays, and I'm going to show you what it does. So first, you will need, because it has to do with transitions, you'll need to add a transition to your video project. So to add a transition, simply locate this little plus button in between 2 pages, 2 video clips. So I'm going to click here on Add a Transition. I'm going to add a transition, doesn't matter which one. Let's go for circle wipe. And now the novelty here, you see this purple area right here. I'm going to move the duration of the transition, and you should see this purple area being visually represented on both clips because it's a transition, so from one clip to another. And this purple color has a very specific function. It indicates, it visually represents when your transition starts on your first clip and when it ends on your second clip. All right, so let's try this. Let's play this clip back. And I'm gonna play it a little bit before, not from the beginning, but we should see that when we start hitting that color, that purple area right here on our clip, let's zoom in maybe a little bit more on the timeline so we have more space to work with here. When we get into this purple area, the transition should start and it should stop when we leave this purple area. Let's try it. Yep, Exactly. I think this is a neat little feature to help us understand when our transitions start and when they stop. And yeah, so nothing really major here, but it's just like making our lives easier again. And once you kind of click out of this transition menu, you can always visualize these areas by simply hovering over the transition. So we see the transition is represented. Also, it has a specific icon. If I add another transition, let's try adding another type of transition, a color wipe, you will see a different icon right here. So here again, we have the same thing. We have the purple area indicating when the transition actually is active. And of course, you can change that with the duration slider right here. You'll have to release it to really see. If you hold it, you don't quite see it, but if you release your click, the size of this area will automatically adjust. I personally think this is a nice little add-on. All right, I have one last video feature to cover, a new feature to cover. This one has to do with audio, and it allows you to drag and drop audio clips straight into your timeline and position that clip wherever you want, okay? So before, you only had the option to click on the video track to bring it to your timeline, and it would be positioned where your time indicator would be. But now you can simply drag and drop your clips and position them wherever you want. And the first thing I will need to do is to open my audio tab. So if you don't see the audio tab, like myself right now, I don't see it, go to your apps, scroll down a bit, and you should see all your missing tabs tucked here under your apps. So I'm gonna click on audio, and this should bring all of the audio tracks. So audio, songs, sound effects, etc. So let's say I want this track. You can either click on it to bring it to your timeline wherever your time indicator is, or you can grab it and now position it wherever you want on your timeline. So let's say from the beginning, like so, boom. And now I have added my audio track by dragging it directly to your timeline. So again, let me show you with another song. Let's grab this ukulele song. So you grab it and then you bring it over to your timeline and you position it exactly where you want to start this new track. If you hover over an existing track, Canva will suggest that you replace this track. You see the button now says replace. So if I release my click, my new track will come and replace the underlying track on my timeline. So here again is simple feature, but that comes and makes our lives as video editor in Canva easier. It just like simplifies the workflow. And I'm all about that. Like I wish Canva keeps adding more and more powerful video editing feature. And I'm really looking forward to what will come to Canva for video in 2023. So let's continue to watch this space. And by all means, these 3 new video features are available both for pro and free users on all platforms, meaning desktop, mobile, iPad. You will be able to use these features from any platform. All right, good. I have 2 more categories of features to talk about. Let's start with what's new with Canva Print. Canva recently introduced 3 new print products, and depending on where you live in this world, you might or might not have access to these new print products because Canva Print works with a network of partners that Canva has around the world. So it is possible that you don't yet have access to these products. And I will do my best to let you know which market should have access to these new products. So obviously, in order to discover these new products, we need to head over the print product icon. So let's do this and let's see if I can already see from the get-go the first category. I'm searching for coasters. Coasters are pretty fun to create. I'm a big fan of coasters. I have coasters that I brought with me from Australia. I bought some here in Barcelona. So coasters, I don't really see them right here. Oh yeah, coasters right here at the bottom of the page. So you can now create coasters. Let's create one and see how this works. So basically you create a design and then once you are ready to print, I'm not going to change it, you click on print coasters. So you have your design, print your design, okay, resize design. Let's do this. And now I have all of the options right here. So they are 9.5 by 9.5 centimeters with rounded corners. And we can see that there are some kind of cork material at the back of the coaster. So there are a nice texture, nice anti-slip material as well. So what does Canva say here? You basically have 4 coasters. What I would love Canva to do with coasters is to give me the option to print a set of 4, but with 4 different designs. At the moment, it seems like you can only have one design. If I add a second page and add something else, like let's say I want the Colombian flag on my coaster, not very creative, this one, but let's say I want to print this one as well, I don't have that option. I can create 4 coasters of page 2 or 4 coasters of page 1, but I cannot create a custom set of 4 different coasters. So it's a little bit of a bummer. I would have loved that. The price is a little bit maybe steep for 4 coasters, 22 euros. It's really up to you. I mean, these are highly customizable, but still, I mean, it's quite a hefty price for 4 coasters. So that is the first new print product, coasters. I haven't tried yet. I'm not sure I will try at this price point, but I mean, why not? Like, some of you might have a great idea for coasters. And in terms of availability, coasters will be available to people using Canva in the US, in Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and the European Union. So if you live in one of these markets, you should see coasters in your Canva print products. And if you really want to print coasters and you can't find them, you can simply type in coasters right here in the search bar. You should see it. It should have a little icon like so. So coasters 9.5 by 9.5. That is how you find your coasters. All right, let's move on to the second new print product. I'm talking about paper bags. And paper bags will only be available for Canva users located in the US and in Canada. So not in the European Union, but I found a way to let you see at least how they look. So I've set up my VPN right now, and I should be able to find paper bags. Yeah, look at it. It's right here, paper bag. So I'm gonna click here and see what kind of paper bags I can create. Are there any templates for paper bags? Good question, let's see. So let's imagine a paper bag. Oh, this one is nice. So what did it say? Giggling, eucalyptus and co. All right, let's see print paper bag. So these are what the paper bags look like. Let me make this image bigger. They look cute. They're made out of brown paper. Let's see what else. Yeah, they look pretty interesting. So I can print one design, so one page on my paper bag. They have different sizes. We have small, medium, large, and the price will vary accordingly, I guess. Paper bags, so 25 paper bags will cost you $70. So that is pretty steep as well. But I guess, I mean, if you print custom items or like very small series, the cost per item should be higher. So just bear that in mind, that this is, if you want to do corporate gifts, if you want to do very personalized gifts, or if you really want to bring forward your personal brand or your business brand, this might be a good idea, but it is quite an investment. So each paper bag features a sturdy twisted paper handles and flat bottom, perfect for holding multiple items, etc., etc. So you can see what these paper bags are all about if you are using Canva from the US or from Canada. Now let's go back to my Canva homepage. Let's go back to print, because there's one more print product I would love to introduce to you, and that is the water bottles. Water bottles are all the rage. I absolutely love my water bottle. I go everywhere with it. And the one I have was given to me by Canva when I first became a CCC. So water bottles, I don't see them right here. Maybe in stationery? Nope, not stationery. Gifts maybe? Yes, water bottles right here. Let's see. Let's create a water bottle. Oh, these templates are pretty fun. This one is pretty fun. Let's see how it looks on a water bottle. Yeah, this looks absolutely great. Yeah, I love that. So basically you have the option to print one page on your bottle. The cost per bottle will be $23. Okay, if you buy more, you have some kind of discount applied to it. 10 bottles will cost you $206, etc., etc. So if you continue to scroll down, you'll have some information about the bottle per se. For example, that they are made out of stainless steel. They have a twist-on screw cap, double wall vacuum insulated to keep liquids cold for 24 hours or hot for 12 hours. So this is pretty good. 20 Oz capacity, and it weighs 0.95 pound when empty. So These are interesting information. I love that you can now create your very own water bottle. I mean, if I lived in the US, I would definitely create mine. And I wouldn't mind paying $23 for a customized water bottle that nobody else will have. So I think this one item is pretty cool. It's a nice gift as well. So yeah, if you live in the US, go and make your water bottle. You won't regret it. All right, guys, we are almost at the end of this batch. There were so many new features to talk about today. So this episode has been a little bit longer. Let me know what you think. Like, do you still love these What's Hot episodes? I'm really curious to see your reaction in the comments. Do you mind if it was a little bit longer, or would you rather have like a shorter format for these and me maybe not going so much into details for each of the features, or do you like it just like that? Let me know in the comments below what you think about the format of these episodes. So as I mentioned, we have one last category of features to talk about. I'm talking about the Canva Docs related features. Two new things in Canva Docs that you probably are already aware of, but let's talk about them for those of you who have been living under a rock or maybe not open Canva that often. The first new Canva Doc feature that I need to talk about is the fact that we now have templates for Canva Docs. So in order to find them, you need to start from the homepage, clicking on the Docs icon right here. So click on Docs and you should see your templates simply by hovering over the first tile right here that says Doc. But instead of clicking on the tile, click on the little magnifier glass right here. So I'm gonna click here. So from here, we will discover a collection of 30 new Canva Docs templates. So you'll have a little bit of everything here. I will leave it to you to explore these templates, but if there's one that you like, for example, let's say goal tracker, I think this is an important document to start the year correctly, to write down your goals, but also have a way to track them. So I'm gonna customize this template by using this button, and then this will open the Canva Doc template and I can start playing around with it, customize it as much as I want. I think this is a great way to start inspired because Canva Docs are a new part of Canva, a new product within the Canva platform. And so we might not be as inspired as we are for the other types of design. So using one of the 30 templates is a great way to start inspired. We will definitely see more templates coming to Canva Docs. You will find them also from within the editor. If you click on the templates tab right here, you'll find the same ones as we've seen before. So you can see them all by clicking here, and there should be 30 of them. All right, so that is the first new feature related to Canva Docs. The other one is something I already have covered into details on this channel. There's a dedicated video to this. I'm talking about Magic Write. So Magic Write, let me show you how it works. Magic Write, for those of you who haven't heard of it yet or haven't seen this in their Canva account yet, is Canva's generative AI for copy. So in order to find Magic Write, the first thing you need to do, I've seen a lot of comments saying, hey Ronnie, I cannot find Magic Write anywhere. Well, the first thing you need to know is that Magic Write will only work in a Canva Doc document, all right? So you need to be in a Canva Doc. This will not work in your presentation document, social media, video. You need to be in a Canva Doc document. So once you're here, you open the doc, you should see Magic Write. By clicking on the plus button, you should see Magic Write. So Magic Write starts with a prompt. So for example, give me a recipe with lots of carrots and a little bit of sour cream. And you type enter, and Magic Write will give you a recipe of exactly that. And there you go. Here is a delicious recipe for carrots and sour cream. Duh! Yeah, so this is just a short and fast demonstration of what Magic Write can do. Basically, you can see Magic Write as your personal copywriting assistant. When you need ideas, when you need to generate ideas, you need to refine a paragraph, you need to come up with some content very quickly, you can ask Magic Write. And if you were amazed by this and want to know more about Magic Write, I have this other video right here, which is a deep dive I made a couple of weeks ago about Magic Write, so I suggest you watch this next. Or if you want to see more new Canva features, we have a link to the What's Hot series right there at the bottom. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.